Like to.
I would like to.
Whatever you want to talk about, sir.
Let's talk about boxing. All right, so for anybody who doesn't understand the reference, over the weekend there was a big heavyweight fight. It was widely watched. Big night for pay-per-view dollars. And Periscope got a lot of attention, particularly for two reasons. One was because it was providing an amazing second screen experience of backstage in Manny's dressing room, but also because it was providing a lot of people pirated streams of the content that they didn't want to pay $100 for. We've got a few days have gone by. What's the general thought from the Periscope team about kind of this backlash of people saying, oh, this is a vehicle for pirating content?
So, I mean, I can share with you how Periscope looks at this whole situation and sort of what we've done, and I can share my general thoughts as well. Mm-hmm. From like an operational standpoint, we were completely prepared for our partners, in this case, CBS, Showtime, HBO, to reach out to us like any other partner would to request taking down a stream that's violating their IP rights.
Right.
And so what that means is we have a team of people that basically look at an inbound email channel, and if someone says, hey, this stream is violating our copyright, we take it down. And we actually published these numbers. We had 66 requests for takedown. We took down 30 of them, all within a matter of minutes. The ones that we didn't take down were already ended because, as you can imagine, not every stream is super long. So I think that from a DMCA process perspective, we were ready. We knew that we had to be well-staffed, and we were. I think there's a broader question, though, which obviously, like, you've seen other headlines around Game of Thrones and Periscope, and like what I will say is that generally there's way more media attention than there is a problem, in the sense that there were probably an order of magnitude more articles written about the whole Game of Thrones thing than there were actual broadcasts that were reported to us about the Game of Thrones.
But then again, don't you have the issue of the numbers that you're throwing out about what got taken down, of 60 complaints, 30-something? That sounds very low to me. And it's sort of that whack-a-mole situation, right? If the stream is over, then what's there to do except know that somebody somewhere saw something that they should have been paying somebody for?
Right. Yeah, I mean, generally I would say that there's a lot of innovation to be had in the whole DMCA operational process. Mm-hmm. Like the sheer fact, for example, that the DMCA process mandates that you respond to these within 24 hours obviously isn't very relevant in a real-time setting. There are a lot of tools that should exist and can exist with a lot of time and development to handle this stuff in real time, and we're genuinely interested in working with partners on figuring that out. It's new territory, right? Like the proliferation of all these mobile devices and the fact that I can just take my phone right now and stream changes the landscape of how a process like that has been done in the past. Right. So we're totally game to help innovate that space forward. But I will say that generally, and I think that the boxing match was an exception just given how much hype there was, how much demand there was to watch it, how expensive it was, and frankly the friction involved. I mean, down to the fact that you had cable companies that literally couldn't provide access to the stream for people who paid.
Right.
So that was an unusual circumstance. Mm-hmm. I would say generally my personal view on this is that no one wants to watch Game of Thrones over Periscope. Like, I love Periscope, trust me, but like it's just not the right way to watch an experience that should be had on TV or on an iPad with like a nice sound system or headphones.
Hey, if HBO Go goes down and you're a big enough fan, you'll do anything.
That is true.